Hi everyone, so Fruit and Nut Party is going ahead. We don't know what the name of this new Corbyn Sultana venture is going to be, so for now we refer to it as Fruit and Nut. This is fantastic news, absolutely fantastic news. In the short term, this is going to absolutely destroy the Labour Party, and with reform coming from white working class communities and rural communities, it's game over for a two-party protection racket that we've had governing this country for a long, long time. This all depends on a number of factors, of course, but the seeds for this have been set in motion for over a decade. We had the Tories in power. They have let a lot of people down, and what people are finding out now is that voting for Labour is actually much worse. So there has to be something else. And obviously not everybody is going to go off and vote for Nigel Farage's party. So it's not set in stone that Reform UK would win a outright majority at the next election. But with a new party on the left that's very popular, and we cannot underestimate Mr Corbyn's popularity. Got more votes than Keir Starmer did both times, both elections. Got more votes than Keir Starmer did for Labour. With the Fruit and Nut coming from the left and Reform coming from the right, Labour are doomed. And we've already seen in the last general election that smaller parties can now win seats. Reform UK, 5 seats, lots of impressive second places. Green Party, 4 or 5 seats. They only ever used to win that 1 seat in Brighton. Muslim Independents, which will now become the Corbyn Fruit and Nut Party. 5 seats, 6 including Corbyn. We said he'd win that seat as an independent, and we were right. And what's going to happen now at the next election, if Fruit and Nut get their act together and get to the next election, a lot of those Labour MPs in inner cities, in mill towns where there's large Muslim communities, in your sort of woke middle class seats in parts of London, Fruit and Nut are going to take those seats from Labour. And I'll make this bold prediction now: Keir Starmer's gone. He's not an MP after the next election. The worst thing he will have done when he looks back upon his career is getting rid of Jeremy Corbyn, because Jeremy Corbyn's party is going to take Keir Starmer's seat at the next election. Keir Starmer's majority was already decimated in 2024, along with a whole lot of other Labour MPs in the aforementioned sort of areas. And obviously what's going to happen with a lot of other MPs is they're going to fall to Reform UK. Likes of Ed Miliband, Yvette Cooper, they're gone. They're gone at the next election. As long as Reform UK make it to the next election, because that's another issue. Can they remain intact? They were elected with 5 MPs, then they were down to 4, then they were back up to 5, now they're back down to 4 again. It's not a good look for a party with such a small number of MPs. But then we see what's happening with Labour. They've suspended so many candidates now. I think they've fallen below the 400 seat mark, 400 MP mark, because of this suspended so many people. And some of those MPs are going to go over to the Fruit and Nut Party. Likes of Diane Abbott, John McDonnell, Richard Bergen, watch this space. Those sort of MPs are going to go over to Corbyn and Sultana's party. And the other thing we need to remember is, and this is another sort of very sweet sort of irony is not only is Corbyn going to have the most devastating revenge on Keir Starmer, he's going to do it as well in such a devastating fashion, helped by Labour's decision to reduce the voting age to 16. That's not going to benefit Reform UK because, as we all know, young people are not traditionally conservative-minded. Obviously, as they get older and they learn some life lessons, they turn to the right. Very rarely do people go the other trajectory from right to left. So reducing the voting age to 16 is going to benefit Fruit and Nut, not Labour. So it's all going to backfire spectacularly on Starmer. He thought that reducing the voting age would keep him in power. It's not going to happen. He's going to be pincered from the left by Fruit and Nut and the right by Reform UK. The Tories are gone. I don't expect they'll have much struggle to get 30 or 40 MPs by the time the next election comes around, so they're gone. And Labour are gone. We're entering a new political age. As long as these parties, withstand efforts from the establishment to infiltrate, dismantle, smear, split, as long as these parties stay intact, the next general election in 4 years' time is going to be the most spectacular election of all time.